Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm happy to be back here on the channel. I've had a really crazy 3 weeks packing up, freaking out, manifesting a new home, and then moving into it, finding it, and then moving into it. And so here we are. I have a new office, a healing room dedicated to this, to in-person Reiki sessions, distance Reiki sessions, all of the work that I'm being guided to do. So I'm so grateful for the space to be able to do it and to be here with you. I'm grateful for your energy. And I wanted to come on today and connect with you guys and give you a reading for what is most present in our field right now and what we're needing to know most of all. It started with the color red. The deck that I'm using is Wisdom of the Oracle, which clearly is very red. I had to put my glasses on today, and they are red, and I'm just noticing how red they are. And I heard root chakra right away. Speak the language of color, which is the energy of the chakras, and the energy, the vibration that's being sent out most prominently right now is some sort of blockage or imbalance in the root chakra. I've started some healing already, sent some to this video, to this space for you guys. If you are open to it, you just have to set the intention that you're open to receive the healing and allow yourself to receive. It's headed your way. When I was meditating to send that energy, I noticed, and they told me that my feet were not on the floor, on the ground. And part of the imbalance in your root chakra is the fact that you're not grounding enough. You're not actually putting your feet on the ground outside enough. And they specifically mean bare feet. So if you don't regularly walk outside in the grass, on the sidewalk, whatever it is, without shoes on, there's such amazing benefit to doing that. There are so many meridians and nerve points on the bottom of your feet that activate certain things within your body, and grounding and being in connection with the dirt or the physical nature of the earth is really important for kind of resetting those zones in your body, is what they're telling me. So make sure to go and do that, and to obviously get out into nature as much as you possibly can, but there's something about walking. Some of you are not walking enough. They want your feet on the ground. They want you walking in order to oxygenate your body. They're showing me the blood in your body also. And the energy of movement and activity that is helping to clear and oxygenate the densities and the sludge within your chakra system, your entire chakra system. Your root chakra is the most important place to start, and when there's a blockage there, it's going to block the rest of them, because when you're drawing up the energy from Mother Gaia, from whatever source you connect with when you meditate, or at any point, if your root chakra is blocked, the drawing that energy up through all of your chakras, it's blocking the fullness of filling the rest of them if it can't get through this dense root chakra. So it is most important to be oxygenating your entire body in order to receive the flow. Set the intention that flow is so I keep hearing flow also. I keep hearing myself say flow. And for some of you, this is specific to some of you, but the fact that some of you don't get your flow, some of you don't get your period, it may be that you are on some sort of birth control or something like that, that blocks you from getting your womanly flow. I'm not here to tell you don't be on birth control or be on birth control or whatever it is, but there is something about the lack of flow of the blood in your body that is some kind of energetic density within your root chakra right now. So I feel like we're going to get more into that, but they just wanted me to point that out for some of you. If you have been considering allowing that flow, I feel like this is some sort of validation for you. That message obviously is specific for some people, not all of you. Take whatever resonates with you, and whatever doesn't, just kind of leave that behind. And remember, if it triggers you, that is also a form of resonance. Triggering, the feeling that it brings up when whatever it is triggers you, that is resonance of some sort in your body. It's the resonance with some sort of shadow that is trying to block and resist the information clearing through. So we lean into triggers also and kind of examine them. We kind of disperse the energy, the physical reaction that it brings out in us, whether that's anger or fear or whatever kind of emotion it is that it's bringing up. Get ourselves grounded, ground out that physical reaction, that initial resistant reaction to whatever it is that triggered us. That way we can sit into a centered space and really look at it and observe it from the outside. Okay, what was that she said that triggered me? What does that remind me of? What is the message I'm trying to get? And what subconscious energy right here has come in and taken over this consciousness because of that reaction, because of that fear, because of that longing, because of whatever that is. Let's see that subconscious energy that is in the past and not allow it to take us over and draw us back into the past. Let's bring that up here into this level of consciousness, not that past consciousness, and say, okay, well, but we don't think that way anymore. We don't need to have that fear anymore. We don't reside in that because we have developed trust in the universe and feeling safe, or whatever it is for you. That is going to help that subconscious energy not feel that fear, not react with it, not take you over and possess this now you version of you over with that previous level of consciousness. You have raised your consciousness since, whatever time period that is. And if you just look at the trigger, it's going to remind you of something from the past that it's something that has always triggered you, or it's something that it's always that situation, or somebody says this thing, or I feel like they are dismissing me or dismissing something that I believe in. And when they say something, it brings up this reaction in me. It's almost immediately, instantly anger or rage or fear or whatever it is. Why is that? Why is that? That having a belief system, if I believe it and they challenge it, what the hell does it matter? I still believe it. It may be that there is some sort of fear underneath of it, that you don't fully believe it. You have a little bit of doubt connected to it because it's not necessarily your belief system. It's the belief system of someone else who has told you these things. But there's an energy of your inner being that resonates with a different kind of belief system and doesn't necessarily feel 100% resonant with these things, these definitions, this belief system that you have been telling yourself all the time. So when somebody else comes in and challenges it, it's actually the vibration of your own challenging your belief system, having brought the energy of that challenge into your field and into your face and into your realm, and brought it back to you again, brought it back to you again, and brought it back to you again, and said, 11:11 on my clock right now. For some of you, this is very important. 11:11 is like portal energy right now. A portal is open for you to be able to release old, outdated belief systems if there's something deep down that doesn't resonate with you about it. Even if all that time you stuck to your belief and you stuck to your belief and you stuck to your belief, and that's what got you this far. It's still okay to change that belief system according to this new higher level of consciousness, this ascended being past your old level of consciousness. Who you were 3 years ago, the energy of her or him is sitting right here. There's a remembrance of it within your field. And she has the initial reaction to certain things that she always has. She's running that program. But the now you is not running that program anymore. You see it. You see past the level of understanding that this version of you was able to see. And so when she gets triggered into fear, that's that initial response. That is that initial protective, this is root chakra stuff, very, very deep root chakra stuff. It's that protective mechanism that you shift into when you feel a challenge to something deep down, when she feels challenged. This is your chance to stay in this now moment and turn to her and say, come over here, I got this. I've got this. And you know what we're doing? Yes, we did believe those things. Yes, we did define our lives in that way. But look at how far I've come since then. I have healed so many things that were dependent on my believing those things and believing those definitions. I needed to believe in that way. You needed to believe in that way. 11:11 on my recording, in order to get us to this point. And you know what I realize now? That a belief system is just a series of thoughts that you keep thinking, and you keep thinking, and you keep thinking. And the more that you think them, because you are a powerful manifester from the energy and vibration of your thoughts, the more it becomes true. The more you draw it into your field, and you draw in the proof of that into your field. Up till now, we've been running the belief system of other people because they told us these things. It made sense to us, to the vibration of what we had been manifesting in our field up until then. So it resonates, it makes sense. There's already proof of it there. And so we leaned into that, and we believed it, and we continued to believe it, and continued to manifest the thoughts of that belief system. We can change our belief system according to now, not what we are just going along with and what other people say this reality in this realm looks like. Now we get to define it by what we want and what we decide. So if I'm sitting here and I want to change my belief system because there's something deep down that it's just not making sense. It's too hard. It's really hard. Why does everything need to be so fucking hard? Because that's part of my belief system. Because part of the belief system is, well, this journey is really hard, and it's just gonna be hard, and that's how it is. And we accept that reality. We accept the definition of that, and we lean into it, and we create more of it. And this now person, you right now, is wanting more ease. They are wanting to trust more. This blockage in your root chakra is such a desire to have an easy life, to lean into love and foundation and stability and trust. And there is so much discord going on out there that it's so hard for us to trust that all of that is amazing, and all of that is purposeful, and all of that is meant for our highest and greatest good. Because it feels so unsteady. It feels so, I can't see what's past that. I can't see the reality past that, because the reality has shifted so completely. What we need to understand is that we get to shape and create the rest of it. From now on, we are not here to face our reality. We are here to create it. And so when that energy, the subconscious energy from before, the way you used to think, steps up and triggers you into fearing something that allows an expansion into something completely unknown and not here in front of your face, something that exists energetically that you haven't seen the proof of yet, something that is thought and faith-based and energetic-based that you haven't seen yet, and it triggers you into fear and doubt and worry and this feeling of instability. Lean in. Lean into that trigger. Let her know. Just let's give this a second, okay? Because the way we've been doing it all the way up until now has been really hard. And this chick is saying, it doesn't need to be hard. Yeah, I know, it sounds ridiculous, but what if? What if we don't focus on how it feels right now or what's around us and the proof of the life we've manifested up until now? We look at the proof of the belief system that we have held in place strongly this entire time, and we look at the proof of it and we say, but it's real, it's right here. Yeah, because we manifested all of that around us. We manifested the relationship that doesn't exist in 3D. It only exists in the ether somewhere. We've manifested that with the belief system that that's how it's supposed to go. But now she's saying that we can manifest something by believing that it already exists, even though I don't see the proof of it. It's not right here in the 3D. Challenge her. Challenge her. Challenge yourself. Challenge that version of you to, let's not lean into the fear. Let's do something to disperse that physical reaction, that initial program kicking into place to take over your physical body and to activate lower vibrational energy to keep you small. Just disperse that, ground yourself, meditate for a second, really get yourself back into a centered place, and then come back to it. Always come back to it. Come back to that trigger and look at it from the outside and say, what are you so afraid of? What are you so afraid of? Let's figure out what you're so afraid of. Because I'm looking at her and she's so full of the light of that belief system. Maybe we need to just entertain the notion. Let's entertain the notion, okay? Come up here and let's see how it feels. Let's allow those feelings, the feelings of hope and the feeling of expansion to guide us instead of the need to protect ourselves. I want to lean in. I want to feel protected no matter what and joyful at the same time. I want that. I want bigger things. I want happiness. I want ease. I want love. I want that it's okay to want more than this restrictive belief system. I want a belief system that allows me to expand on a daily basis. That's what I want. Is that what you want? Because it must be, it has to be what you want 3 years ago self, because you manifested that already. You manifested a version of yourself right now that has risen up, that is leveled up, leaps and bounds since I was you. Look at me. I am your proof. You think that you don't have proof there in your reality? Look at me as your proof. I don't need to lean back into your energy to make us feel comfortable. I'm leaning into my intuitive energy, my knowing, my radar system, they're telling me, in order to guide me. And that's what we're doing now. That's what we are doing now, and I'm not coming back there anymore. You're coming up here, okay? Let's hear her out. Okay, so the card that came out is by the book. It's the number 11 card. This is a feeling of instability in your root chakra that I was just talking about, where by the book sounds to me like the belief system that we have been talking about, that I've been talking about. The thing that's challenging you is that nothing is by the book anymore. Everything that's happening out there right now has never been seen before. This pandemic, a quarantine, businesses shutting down, us having to wear masks everywhere that we go, the energy of every single day is an unknown. How else is this going to affect us, or what's going to transpire today? And then there's riots, and then there's this, and then there's that, and the things that are happening and developing in the universe are not by the book. There is no book. There is no book anymore in how things are being guided or how things are transforming. So what this is the need to create our own book, that we each create our own way of being, our own belief system. They're telling me belief system kind of like, they're using the example of the Bible, like buy the book, buy the Bible. This is how the organization of Christianity, or not all Christianity, but most of it, this is how they base their knowledge of how to move forward. What they're telling me to take from that book, the only thing that we're able to take from that book, or whatever book of belief system that is a source of guidance, is the energy of love and collective gathering together, holding on tight to each other, and allowing that, the energy of connection, human connection, energetic connection, love, consciousness, Christ consciousness, the energy of that, knowing that it, at the end of the day, is what constantly guides us, no matter what is happening in the 3D, no matter what kind of flow there is out there. The only thing that you need to take from any kind of belief system is the energy of connection and resonance and energy and love, light. All of that is so powerful that anything that isn't the energy of that, put into that portal that I was talking about. There's a portal open right now for you to release it. Anything that is not of that high vibrational, loving energy, release it, release it, release it. Fear, anger, hate, resentment, all of those things. Me saying them to you, I can feel it in my stomach, brings up the energy and the remembrance of that energy into your field. And it's like, yeah, I resonate with the energy of resentment. I resonate with the energy of anger, and I've never expressed it in a way that I could get rid of it. Get rid of it. When you harbor, when you create the energy of that, when you create the vibration of that emotion, let's say the emotion of resentment, when you think of someone else and immediately all you can feel is resentment, you are then perpetuating the vibration of resentment. And does it bother them? Does it help you? Does it help the connection between the two of you guys? Is there any way to find some sort of peace when you reside in an energy of resentment? Sure, I'm sure that there are things surrounding the vibration of resentment that have caused a situation between them in your field to give you proof that you should resent them. And the more that you hold on to and honor the energy of resentment between you and them, the more it's going to perpetuate the need for resentment towards them. When you think about them and the thought that you have is, and the feeling that you allow is resentment, it's going to continue that and continue that and continue that. You are the only one that can shift your reality, and that includes the way that other people act towards you, because they are just acting out the vibration that you are putting out into your field. So the vibration that you're thinking, the resentment that you are thinking, is going to be played out in front of you. So use that, use the energy of that knowledge and that awareness to shift the way that you look at that person, so that every time they come into your field, they then are going to play out the vibration of whatever that new thought is. Reprogram your emotions, reprogram it with your thoughts. Reprogram it and tap into the energy of, maybe you need to think of someone who you have just complete love and peace in your heart when you think of them. Let's say it is your best friend. When you think of your best friend right now, how does it make you feel? It makes you feel peaceful. It makes you feel calm. It makes you feel safe. It makes you feel supported. It makes you feel resonant. To hold on to that feeling. You know that feeling. You understand that. You have just activated that into your field. Now take the energy of that. You are the energy and vibration of that. So now take that and imprint it and think it about that other person. We're not going to use the R word anymore. We're going to use peace, the feeling and the energy of peace and calm, because we create that. No one else controls our energy or our reality, including that person that we were talking about with the R word. We are peace. The energy of peace that resides within me, that vibration, that is how I'm going to think of that person now. And in that way, I release all other things surrounding any other way of being, any other negative, denser, heavier vibration. We're tuning ourselves into the frequency of peace and love and joy from a deep place in our heart. It's coming from forgiveness. We're forgiving ourselves for continuing to manifest the vibration of anything other than love and peace and calm. And we're imprinting it on that person. It's not a quick fix all the time. Sometimes if you can really resonate with that and you really lean into the energy of that thought shift and that reprogramming, you could see the evidence of it immediately in that other person that you didn't necessarily have the best connection with before. It could happen immediately. It could happen the next time that you see them, because now you're seeing them with different eyes. You're seeing them just like you would see your best friend. You're seeing them in the energy and the reflection of the vibration of how you see them in your mind. Your mind's eye is then going to project it into the outside. And that's how you're going to see them the next time that you see them. It may take a while for them to tune into the frequency of that shift within you. But as long as you hold to that and don't allow any other negative emotions to come back in and to clutter up the connection between the two of you guys, it's going to shift like that. And then you have less resentment and anger and negative emotion present in your field. That shift happened all within you and all within the reprogramming in your thoughts. We are doing that on a mass level right now that is how we disperse the energy of hate and negativity and resentment and fear and programming. That's all it is negative, low vibrational programming on many, 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 many levels in the way that we see things. It's time that we took that over and started projecting with our sight the energy of positivity and the energy of joy and freedom. Freedom from those programs that ran and created our reality around us. Those programs, the belief systems that people have, God love them, raised us in, are outdated and time to shift. It's time to clear all of those programs, they're telling me cobwebs, clear the cobwebs from your root chakra. Clear the cobwebs, because there's a remembrance. You already know these things. That's the beauty in it. Thank you. You already know these things. You know them at such a deep cellular level. You have just been, it's like speaking in your ear, this belief system, this outdated belief system of the matrix, of institutions, of everyone who's fallen in line with whatever belief system it is that's been said to you over and over and over again, that don't allow you to fully embrace the energy of love in its simplest form. We can think, we are it, and so it is. And so it is, because we have created it. Any belief system, any thought that you have continued to believe and continued to believe and continued to believe is going to manifest in your life. What is the next thing that you want to believe? What is it that you want more than anything? What do you want to believe in? Create the thought of that. I want to believe that this person that I've resented for so long is so good. that the connection between us can be full of peace and love and joy and happiness. No more discord. No more. I want to know. I want to have a peaceful connection with that person, because anything other than that doesn't feel good. And I'm sick of not feeling good. I get to choose to feel good. And so I get to choose to look at that person in a positive light, to look at them at their core as a good person, as good, as positive energy, as a reflection of the good and positive energy within me. Everyone is my reflection. If I look at them with disdain or with resentment, it's only because there's something in me that resents me, that resents the programming that doesn't allow me to be fully me. That's what it is. You're seeing a reflection of your own resentment for yourself. And it is okay to finally let go of that. 11:33. With 44% left on battery, the numbers are popping up. This is Jesus. This is light worker. This is healer energy. It is time for you to heal the thing within yourself that resents yourself. It's time to clear away the cobwebs from your root chakra, and ignite and activate the remembrance of the depth of who you are, the beauty of who you are. And it activates the sight to see that in everyone else too. That was really beautiful. Really beautiful. I feel the connectivity for so many of you right now in clearing out those cobwebs and igniting. This is an activation for so many of you. This is an activation of remembrance. My FaceTime just started ringing. It's interesting that it came up. There's some sort of interruption, someone calling, someone that I don't know was calling me on my FaceTime. And so the thing that I know most of all is that everything is connected. There are no coincidences, especially when I'm tapped into an energy that is this profound, that is this passionate, that is this really, really deep. Everything is connected. So when someone calls to interrupt, it doesn't feel like an interruption. It feels very purposeful. It feels like there are phone calls happening. There are phone calls happening. This person maybe that you were thinking of that you didn't have the best connection with. There's a chance that person is calling you. There's a chance that someone new is calling you and you don't know who it is. They're showing me, like, when people call and you don't know the number, you don't answer the phone. What if you answer the phone anyway? Because everything is connected, because you know everything is connected. And it could be that there's some sort of message coming in for you that you weren't expecting. Answer it. If you're drawn, and it could be a phone call, it could be that you're scrolling through your YouTube feed and there's a title that you resonate with, and it's not somebody that you have ever followed before, or that's how you found me, or whatever, and you just follow your instinct, and you're just like, oh, there's something in that title. I'm just going to click it right away. I'm not even going to think twice about it. Or your phone rings. This happens in my sessions a lot with my clients. My phone will ring in the middle of it, and I get it. I let them know that everything is connected. So I'm going to answer this. I don't know who it is, but it's definitely connected to us somehow. And I answer it in some sort of spam phone call, but there's a recording that comes on, and it says something that is in direct connection to what it is that we're talking about in my session. And I use that information. It is gifted to me by the universe, saying, here, let me help you out. Let me give you some more information about what it is that you guys are talking about. Or it's the universe giving you more information, more input, more energetic, vibrational input that matches something on the inside of you that you are outputting, and that you can't quite see yet. So it brings the evidence of it into your realm. That's called a sign. That's called a synchronicity. Nothing is a coincidence. It is a sync. So answer the phone. Answer the phone, no matter who it is. Stop shutting yourself off to the world. Stop shutting yourself off to the universe, because they are trying to help you. They are trying to make things easier. They are trying to co-create with you. And so the vibration that is active within you is bringing you evidence of it into your field. Maybe I should have answered that FaceTime call. This is someone who has called before, and I sent a message back and I said, who is this? I'd never got a message back, but it's no coincidence that she is calling in the middle of this. And now that I'm thinking about it, the name is very familiar. The first name is, but not the last name. And I'm wondering if it's the last name, if it's the maiden name of the person that I know, but I only know her married name. It's the best friend, the mother of my daughter's best friend. I was just talking to you about best friends. And so it feels like the part of the message in that is opening yourself up to the unknown friend that could be out there for you. What if this woman, my daughter's best friend's mother, what if this woman is my new best friend? Or what if this woman is the next person who has a message for me, or who brings so much the reflection of whatever desire it is that I'm putting out the vibration for? Am I putting out the vibration to have more deep best friend connections in my life? I'm sure I am. What if that's her? I don't know. But the fact that I was just talking about that, and the image of that, and the thought of who that could be, and that it's my daughter's best friend, and connecting this with the energy of best friend that I just said to you, none of that is a coincidence. All of that is messages, not because my energy is open to the download of whatever it is that they're going to bring me in whatever way they bring it to me. That just allows me to know and helps me to lean into the fact that it's no coincidence. That probably is the case. And I'm going to call her back as soon as I get off of here. Open yourself up. Open yourself up. That's what it is. Open up this new book. The new book is living. It's heart-based. It is your heart. Imagine your heart chakra is a book. What they're wanting you to do is open it up to a new way of being. The book, by the book is by the heart space, by love, by opening ourselves up. Whether that makes us vulnerable or whatever it does, whether it triggers us, we are still opening ourselves up, because that trigger is giving us the contrast that we need to learn how to be more open. The book is here. We are the book. The Bible is the book of love. That's what it is. It holds the energy of love, regardless of whatever words are in there, regardless of whatever lies are in there, if you believe that there are lies in the Bible. But there is the energy of love and openness and heart, because Jesus is in the Bible, because Jesus embodied the energy of that Christ consciousness, that unity consciousness. The unity is here. So open this book and allow yourself to be an open book. Be yourself. Just be you. Be the light of you at your fullest, at your most open, all the time, with that knowing that vibration, that love, that purity, the depth of me is what is going to bring into my field more me, more home, more of what feels like home to me. More, I just moved into a new home. I just expanded into a new home. And it is not lost on me that as within, so without. My home space is representation of what's happening here. And it has expanded. And I have stepped into that expansion and just allowed. Regardless of what it leads to, or regardless of how I'm going to pay for it, or regardless of the hows, because I just know the is. I know the is that comes from right here. And I know that my heart is wanting and is completely open to the depth of who I am. And being that all the time. That's what I want more than anything else. I just want to be me all the time. And so that's what I'm going to do. I am not the energy of resentment. I am not the energy of densities. I'm not the energy of sadness. I'm not the energy of resistance. I am not the energy of any more of those things that I'm not even going to say the words for because I do not want to activate them in the field. I am light. I am expansion. I am my heart. I am home. I am a representation of and a reflection of all of you. I am these things. We are not going to say or feel or activate the things that we are not anymore. The way that we look at other people is just a reflection of how we look at ourselves. And so when we look at other people and we feel that not energy, when we feel that negative emotion, we're just activating it within ourselves. We are seeing the reflection of something that we feel about ourselves. It is a beautiful opportunity to use that as healing for ourselves and say, you know what? I'm not going to see myself like that anymore. I'm going to shift that feeling into something positive, into something beautiful, into something loving towards myself. That's what I'm going to do. And that brings me so much safety and stability and security that when somebody says something that challenges something within my belief system, it's not even going to trigger me anymore. I'm going to shift the word trigger in that way into launch. And I'm going to thank them for the energy of that challenge. It's bringing me so much contrast and showing me what I don't want in order to lean into what I do want. Thank you for that. That gratitude is also coming from that book. It's a new book for us. It is for me, and I know that it is for a lot of you guys too. Ha! This card came out a little bit ago when I was talking. Number 5. So it's a 23, but it's the number 5 card. For some of you, it's about your inner 23-year-old, this subconscious self that was sitting here that I was talking about. It's your 23-year-old self. That was a message for someone specifically. It's 11:44 on my clock right now. That is a message for some of you specifically. But the 23 breaks down to the number 5, and the number 5 is the energy of change, big change, and peaceful ease. The change and the shift into peace in your heart. How many of you want peace in your heart? It's already there. We just have to tap into it. We absorb the healing energy that I have sent you into your root chakra and breathe it in. Sometimes it is just as easy as receiving. Get yourself into an energy of allowing and receiving healing that is going to activate the thought process of all of these things that I've been talking about. And it's so peaceful. It's so much easier than you think. We are the only ones in our way, in the way of finding peace, feeling real peace, and the freedom that comes from that peace. We are peace. Once we recognize that and see that, you're going to see that in your field. You're going to see that in your immediate reality, and you're going to see less of anything that is not that vibration. Peace. I just heard peace be with you. Jesus is here in full force. This is a message from him. 11:11 on my recording again. This is a portal. This video, this recording, the energy of this is a portal to vacuum out anything that you're willing to release. What are you willing to release that is not this energy? Release it right now. Release it right now. Set the intention that I am releasing anything that is not the energy of peace and freedom and love and joy and ease and contentment. I release anything that is not that. I open my heart to allowing myself to feel that. I open myself up to the feeling of that. It's here. It's right here, right now. I'm sending you whatever energy you need to be able to release. What's stopping that? What is stopping that? What is stopping your book from completely opening up? Release it now. Release it now in the energy of this right now. They want me to see what's on the bottom of this deck. Milk and honey. And also yin. Yin. This you see the pink in this, the compassion, the loving, compassionate, feminine, nurturing energy is flowing towards you right now. It's filtering in through your heart, and it is knocking out. I can see it like a warrior busting down doors, anything that's blocking the complete flow of beauty and peace and healing. There's Kuan Yin also. I hear Kuan Yin. Kuan Yin's energy has come in order to really facilitate and activate this for you. You see that face right there? I'm hearing that that's Kuan Yin. Milk and honey. And they want me to read this one to you. It's the number 6 card. So the essential meanings for this card: the taste of prosperity, opportunities born of authenticity, nurturing abundance, trusting that your needs will be met. The Oracle's message: you've entered a sweet time in your life, enjoying the land of milk and honey that everyone wants to experience. It's an interlude that feels more languid than ambitious, when all your senses are awake to the unlimited possibilities in the universe. These times are precious and only come when you're in your authentic zone, when your book is completely open to the essence of who you are. That's when you're in this zone. Wearing the world as a loose garment, not wanting, yet able to be nourished in ways both tangible and subtle. Abundance is an energy that you are a living part of. All your needs are being met. You are given the gift of nourishment in every form. Trust that. That's what's being activated for you right now in this video. That's the activation. The release of all of those things into the portal that I'm talking about. The release of all of that is freeing up the energetic space for you to be activated into the energy of this milk and honey and abundance and nourishment and trust and peace. Peace by the book. That's how you find it. It's by the book of the heart. Come on. Relationship message in this card: sensuality, connection, and passionate romance between lovers, sweet moments of understanding, and love among friends and family are all here for you to savor now. Your heart's calling will be answered. Let your thoughts and feelings be sweet with gratitude, and you will be nourished with the honey of abundance. Prosperity message: there is only one authentic you. This version of yourself is Spirit's emissary in the world. When you're in alignment with the truth that you are a unique expression of the divine, your ego can rest and your soul can illuminate your purpose. Now is the time when you're seeking your true north. When you find this direction, you automatically step into prosperity, and the world brings you evidence of abundance. The important thing here is that you feel it first, and then you see the evidence. You feel it first. You have the knowing of it. And the knowing of it, the vibration of whatever it is that you want more than anything, the knowing is the existence of it. The vibration of it then puts out and calls into your field the actual thing. So as soon as you know it, as soon as you feel the energy of it, it is. It is. That's the belief system that we're activating. The belief system that you believe it, and so it is. And then you keep repeating that belief system. You keep repeating that thought over and over again, and you believe that it actually does exist. I don't need the evidence of it right now. I just know it. That's how I got this house. That's how I knew it. With 2 weeks left to go on my old lease, no places in sight, I leaned into the energy of this. My daughter was freaking out. She said, where are we going to go? Where are we going to live? What are we going to, it's only 2 weeks, Mom. What are we going to do? We're packing right now. That's what we're doing. We set the intention that we are moving, and I trust that that place is going to show up. As soon as she challenged me and triggered the fear within me, and I needed to calm and soothe her, this yin energy stepped in, and it was like, you know what? I trust. I trust that all of this is coming into alignment for a reason, and that I am creating that. And you know what we're going to do? We're going to create our new house right now, wherever it is that we are meant to go. We're creating it for ourselves right now. And I believe that it's already out there. I believe that it exists because I can feel it. I just have this knowing. It doesn't make sense to other people around me, but I don't need it to. My belief system says that I believe this thing even though I don't see the proof of it. Hello, faith. That's what faith is. I just got a text on my phone, and it's the contractor for this house, actually. And all I could see on that front screen was it said, "It will be delivered tomorrow. It will be delivered tomorrow." So whatever it is that he's talking about is literally going to be delivered tomorrow, but everything happens for a reason, right? Whatever it is that you're wishing for, what if you believe it's going to be delivered tomorrow? I just know it is. I just can tell it is. And then I just got proof of it being delivered tomorrow. What I was saying was, when I told her those things, when I leaned into the belief system that it exists. I know that it does. I just have faith in it, and I feel it. I already feel the vibration of that next place that we're moving to. It happened the next day. This place showed up on my radar, in my email, the next day. I was the first one to see it. It's the only one that my kids came with me to see. I put in an application for it right away before I even saw it. It came in the next day. It was delivered to me because of that belief system. When you find this direction, you automatically step into prosperity, and the world brings you evidence of abundance. Miracles are a choice and a way of seeing the world. With every choice you make right now, you have the potential to seize good fortune and embrace your destiny. Opportunities will lead you to your best life now. Be open to them. You're getting a sweet taste of what you want. On that note, I love you. I love you. And I am you. I'm a reflection of you. I want you guys to, when you come off of here, one of the things that they're wanting you to do is do a mirror exercise where you sit and you do the exact same thing. I am your mirror. And it's easier to say it to someone else. But what I'm seeing right now is me on the screen. I'm saying it to myself. I love you. I love the light in you. I love the way that your eyes shine. I love when you are in the essence of you. I love the joy that I feel. I love the joy that I see. Do that same thing to yourself. When you get off of here, at some point, commit to yourself. You sit down in front of the mirror and say all the things that you love about yourself, deep down, from deep down. Say them out loud. You're activating that book. You're creating the belief system of who you are and the love that you see in yourself. You're essentially taking those words and you're writing them in your book. Open yourself up to your own book. And all things are possible. All the things are possible. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you all the things that are possible for me too. I'm going to show you the proof of my own things in order to be able to help you to really lean in and do these things for yourself. Okay? Love you guys. I'll see you soon.